Hello and welcome back to Stonehearth. So in the last episode, well, everyone died. So I think that was a long time coming. That was very expected. So in this series, I'm going to be focusing very heavily on making sure that not everyone dies. So I'm going to be working a lot harder to get all the armor and stuff we need. So this is a story of a brave band of settlers from Rayya's children. The people of the desert learned early that to survive they needed each other, and preferably as many others as they could reach. Now visitors find them generous hosts with access to goods from all over the world. So there's a society of charming, wily traders. Seeking new lands and adventure, they set off to the desert of Palmum. A location is sure to be hard. Sure to be a daunting place to start anew. Okay. Let's see if we have, I think we have a pretty, not anyone's really strong in body, so I'm just gonna, let's look for some strong body people. And 5s and 4s aren't bad. This is a very balanced group of people, I'd say. So, I haven't seen optimistic as a trait yet. Always looks on the bright side, sees a silver lining in almost everything. Cool. So, I'm not gonna reroll again. I think we're in a good spot. So, let's just accept that. And, see, this is new, because before I could choose a lot more. I think this might be the go-to. Yeah. Well, farming is important, but this also gives us a weapon and a way to heal immediately, because it costs wood to make those. So, I think this is the better option for right now. If I would choose this only in the Ascendancy, where you basically want a farmer to start with, but the Trapper will suffice for right now. So, I'm gonna go with that. Yep, looks pretty good. And then we could buy some other goods. I think the farmer's hoe would go for like 40 gold anyway, and we already have 20. So I want to go with a similar thing as the last one. This looks pretty cool, because you can build like a nook over here, but this is too big of an area. Let's see if we can find a small area right next to the water. We could also build on top of a mountain. I've done that before, and it was pretty fun. This is actually a pretty good area right here, because then you could build one wall, at least one wall. We can build, I'll limit myself to one wall. And then we'll have the water right there. So, I think that's a good spot. Let's settle right there. Okay, so here we are. We're actually in a pretty nice spot. We have, like, lots of flowers to eat off of immediately, and lots of trees and cacti, so we're gonna get all the essentials. So this is pretty nice. We could build a couple cool buildings up here. Like, I'm thinking if we have, like, an herbalist, they can live up here on this rocky nook over there. That'd be pretty neat. So for right now, we don't really need... A good starting location is actually, like, up. So that way, monsters won't only have, like, the one ladder you built is the only way up. But, or actually, maybe. Maybe that's a good starting spot. I kind of wanted to start over here instead, but if they did only have... Nah, let's start down here. I think it'll be nicer. It's just a lot more space to work with. So we're gonna start them over here. Ooh, I didn't even think about names. Kibtown? I did not think about this. Kibville? Kibville. Yeah, let's go with that. That sounds normal. Okay, so we have a lot of stuff to start with. I'm gonna pause so that we can actually do this in a nice, orderly manner. So I want to set up a stockpile. A 10 by 10 is fine. And we're gonna put all the resources in there, so that way they could just start dropping stuff. As for things they need to do, we need... Who do we have? So we need somebody really strong in mind. I'm thinking... Actually, you could be the carpenter, even though you want to be a farmer. And you want to be... Oh, so you have a pet? Is that how that works? Anyway, so you are going to be our potter, and a potter's like basically the carpenter of Rayya's children. So that'll be that, and then just start chopping things down. We're gonna get rid of everything. Just deforest the whole area. So I believe these things give us something similar to silkweed, and this gives us wood, and I forgot, this might give us, yeah, it gives us wood as well. This will give us some stone to start off with. And those things over here are basically the berry bushes. So I'm pretty sure you can just gather. Yeah. So we're going to eventually move those closer to town just so we can always have a supply of berries. And then, let's see. So we have the potter. Where are you? Alu. By the way, give me names and suggestions for names, and I'll use them so we can have that name in here. So let's get you two. These are the basic things to craft. So we're going to need some beds to start off with. Now, I'm thinking about what we're going to eventually need. We're going to need this pretty soon on, because I want to get to the blacksmith as soon as possible. I think that's a huge benefit to have. So that's what we're going to work towards first. Let's have this just anywhere. And eventually, we're going to need a house. I think the first building could be like just right up here. Just a little area on the corner. So Ascendancy, or not Ascendancy, Rayya's Children builds, well, because the culture is entirely different, the buildings, at least the templates, look a lot different. I don't think I ever really showed the templates for the Ascendancy, but they look like this. So they're very boxy, and the roofs are different. And I'm going to try to emulate that when I build the buildings for this place. So it's going to be lots of boxy looks. I really like doing two-story places with Rayya's Children, just because it fits in so easily. To make two-story buildings where like you step out onto the roof, it just, trust me, it looks nice. So that gets everyone. I think we got a trapper's thing, so we need somebody who's high in probably body, but not too high in body, because you're going to be a soldier. Actually, right now, yeah, you want to be, oh, that just means you eat a lot. Okay. So you are the new soldier. And we don't need an herbalist until anyone gets hurt, or so at least not right now. We want someone high in spirit too. So, yep. Oh, do you want to be a trapper? I think that this thing about a feather, it looked like, or at least a shepherd. Is that what you wanted to be? Featherweight. Nope. Nope, that just means you can't carry as much, which probably isn't the best thing, but oh well. Okay, so everyone has their job. I didn't tell you to build anything. I want you to learn how to craft that stonemason thingy. So, just build. I'll get to you in a second, Mr. Iskander. Build like 5 beds. That's a good amount. And we can start with some tables. Actually, let's do craft. Or those, oh, those are chairs. Let's make 4 then. Oh, well, actually, 1 more. Okay, cool. Iskander. So, Iskander traders are always looking for a new place to rest between routes. We are pleased to see you out here, friends. We will be back with the store tomorrow, but in the meantime, have a sample of our goods to get you started. So, pumpkin and prickly pear. Awesome. So, another thing about Rayya's Children that's different from the Ascendancy is that you need to mine. With Rayya's Children, you just chop down trees, but that's not a thing. So, I'm thinking I'm going to mine into the clay, because I need clay and not stone. Let's put a little tunnel over here. I don't know, I'm not in the tunnel area. Where am I? There you go. Right here, let's just put it into the side. I hope this doesn't block where a building's going to be. And just strip mine out all the way. I guess like that. And that looks fine. I don't want to do that because that's going to cut into the terrain. Okay. So, they'll get started on that. Awesome. So that'll get us the supplies that our potter is going to need. You're already set up fine. What else do we need here? We have a trapper, but no trapping fields. So, looks like animals are over here. Not sure if it actually matters too much where you place them, but let's just put some 15 by 15s down. That looks good. Just all over the place. Because this is going to be our primary source of food for quite a while until we can make the carpenter. I believe the carpenter actually needs to be made... Yeah, I forgot about that. That's going to be a little bit of a struggle. The carpenter, I'm pretty sure, is made at the blacksmith. So we're going to need to get all the way up to a blacksmith before we can ever start farming. Which is going to be quite a hassle. So, you know, he needs to get working quickly. This is why we need our blacksmith as soon as possible. He's already making his stuff. Soon, I'll tell you to make this just as soon as you're able to. Where are you, Mr. Potter? Is that you? Mr. Potter. Yeah. So you're already halfway through level 1. You're great. So do you already have a pet? Is that your pet? Oh, yeah. That's pretty neat. I like that. I like that trait a lot. That's cute. So how are you doing at the mine? Doing pretty well. Getting a lot of clay, a little bit of stone. I think one of the downfalls of the last town was that I didn't focus enough on mining. I would tell them to mine, and then I totally forgot about it, and then they would just stop. which meant that we weren't getting any of the resources we needed to craft things for, like, the blacksmith and whatever. So that's going to be something that we're going to need to focus more on, or at least I'm going to need to focus more on, is not forgetting to tell them to mine things. Another problem that I just thought of is when we get the blacksmith, they're going to need wood to smelt everything, and we don't have a lot of wood. So the thing about Rayya's children is they depend a lot more on trade than the Ascendancy does. So we're going to need to start selling things, and I'm thinking pottery is going to be our start thing that we're selling, and then eventually, once we get this mason's chisel thing, we can have our stone person sell all the stone stuff like we sold in the last town, and that should be fine. But until then, we need to work really quickly. Hopefully he could just, you know, craft like the wind, buddy. How close are you to leveling up? Pretty close. You should, after, like, maybe even this one thing that you're crafting, you should be fine. So maybe I'll just move this up a little bit, and actually put this into 1 stack instead of 2, because that looks weird. So let's make 1 stack of chairs. Awesome, you're level 1. Oh, you still can't craft that. That requires a level 2. My bad. So, let's do... Can you not craft this? Oh, we need a pottery wheel for it. I'll just tell you to maintain these 2. So this is basically like the crate. I think it's like the crate, yeah. The stone chest still holds more than this does. But it'll work. For right now. I need to place that down for that to be useful. I'm just going to put beds down so they have somewhere to sleep for the first night. They're not all going to get their own little bed, but, I mean, I could do that. It's not even that hard. Yeah, I might tell them to make more beds. Okay, buddy, make, like, we have 7 people? Yeah, so actually, we can make 4 more beds, in case we get another person. So that's good. And then I could start planning the first... Oh, I said I was going to put the first house here. And then I was concerned about putting a tunnel there, because I thought I was going to block it with a house, but first house is going here. So... This might be a big one, just because it's going to be where everyone sleeps before I get them their own personal houses. I normally put a pink floor down, but I kind of like that color. So let's have it be 2 away from all the walls. Let's see. And then there's a natural little area right there. This is going to be a huge house if I let it be this big. I think it could work. Let's have it, yeah, still 2 away from the outside. Okay. That's good for right now. Which one's darker? Is that one? Or that one? Oh, I don't like the, oh no, I like that one actually better. That one that I'm on right now. But I told them to make the columns out of that, which does not look good. So we could also go with a red house. I think it's this one. I do like the way that looks. I'm just not sure if it looks good in the environment. You guys actually, you can tell me which color you like best. And then I could always mix and match too. So, man, I do like that deep red. But I'm gonna go with, I'm just gonna go with this one for right now. I think it's this one. That is way too dark of a column. Let's go with a slightly lighter column, like that. Does that blend in better? Slightly. Yeah. Okay, so that'll be the first floor. And then we're going to need a second floor as well. I'm thinking using the same flooring. Like so. Let's just put that down. And then, what I was talking about before, like a little outside area, looks pretty cool. So, like that. And then, right here. Goes like so. And then, ooh, that doesn't look good because, no, I don't like the way that flooring color looks. Let's get rid of that. We need this color. I could put this only on the outside so that way it looks... Nah, let's just, yeah. Okay, there we go. That leaves a smaller area for outside. So let's just move that back. Nope, now it's too big. I'm gonna be just as fussy over Rayya's children houses as I was over the Ascendancy houses. It's just gonna have to be that way. There's no way around it. The windows are a lot more fun to place in this one, though, because I feel like they don't have to look as symmetric, so they end up looking a lot nicer. So that'll be that, and then we can have some of these things, these rails. What I found is really fun, actually, is if you put two houses right next to each other and they both have a second floor, you can actually connect the floors. So it's like one giant building. You could have pathways that go all over the place. It's really fun with that. But I'm not going to do that yet because I don't know what I want the layout of this place to look like yet. And I can always deconstruct things, even though it takes forever. Well, it doesn't take forever to deconstruct, but it takes forever to rebuild them. That should be fine. Cool. And then, oh, normally, darn it all. I like doing that thing where I'm still gonna have to do it. Okay. Hopefully this all erases. Thank you. All of this? Yes. Okay. Let's put a door in first. I think that's fine. I might need... No. With the flooring. Here, I'm just gonna actually... I'll do this, and then, I'll come back when it's done. So, yep. Okay, so I fixed that. I don't know what color. I normally, with one town, I really like the way I did it. I used, like, different colored doors and stuff for each segment of town, if that makes sense. Like, there was the residential area, and then there was, like, the building area, and each place used a different color window and door, because the windows, align to, like, a door type. So, like, you know, you have red windows and red doors. This is what I mean with cool-looking windows. Although, I want that to go in a little bit. I don't like anything touching the outside. Although sometimes it works. Yep, so just crazy windows where, like, there's kind of a pattern, but maybe not. Yeah, I like that. So we can have that on the bottom. I don't know if there's a reason to put them on the sides, where that's facing the rock. I guess I could, there's no real harm in doing it. Except it uses up more clay, I guess. It is fine. Let's just put windows just everywhere, just in every single location, whether it's necessary or not. There we go. Okay, so that's cool. And then some along this side, we can use regular, well, open windows, because I guess you would want closed windows if you lived on the bottoms of the floors, just so that way no one could, like, get in. Not that these are particularly untrusting people. I think Rayya's children are supposed to be all, like, communal and friendly and everything. But, you know, you just feel a little bit safer having the open windows on the top floors. There we go. And there. Cool, just windows just everywhere, just all over the place. I was wondering why the roof wasn't appearing. It's because I didn't make it yet. So I wanted to show you guys the different roof type. So there's this one, which looks pretty cool. I actually want to flip it. You can also go with, like, this type of roof. I don't particularly like it for Rayya's children, just because I feel like with Rayya's children you get your own unique roof type that looks like this. And what I've done before is just pull it out. I'm not sure if I want to do that for this. So I could potentially just, like, make the roof, where's that overhang button? Oh, hey, I got it on the first try. That's unusual. And then I could have it, like, connecting. I'm not sure if that looks better or not, just because it kind of goes through the top. I mean, it kind of does. Does it? Does it really? Now, let's stick with this for right now. So let's put that in, and then we could have our little door over here that goes to the balcony, and I don't know what they're going to do on the balcony, but I could put some chairs there at some point, maybe. Maybe a crafter's bench. I don't know. We can get crazy with it. So there's some windows, and then we're going to need a way to get upstairs, so let's put it in the corner. Like so. That's like a hard spot to walk onto. I'm going to move it forward a little bit. Yep. There we go. And stairs are the same. So let's just put some stairs. It's too wide. There we go. Come on. Get right there. That is the wrong color. There we go. Okay, so they can walk up there. Beautiful. It's a little bit crowded, but whatever. I can actually put rooms in this one. Wouldn't be the worst idea in the world. Let's see how this turns out. The rooms on the inside would probably just be like a normal wall color. If I did, so we'd have something block. Ooh, that's not good. Let me put it down first before doing that. Yeah, let's. Okay. Actually, I'm thinking it would have to be a lighter color. Not that we're ever gonna see this, but you know, just appearances. So that'll be that. And then, we could have like 2 rooms over here that go off like this. And maybe those 2 rooms can have 2 beds each. If we could fit doors in, that'd be great. So we could have some 2 rooms right there, and then, I don't know, eating area or something over here. And then downstairs we can have a similar thing? Or can we? Is there enough space? There's a lot of space in this building, but it's not in the best order. So we need them to walk in and have a little private area. Maybe we could have a private room like over here. Come on. There we go. That's a big room. That could have like 2 or 3 people in it. So maybe that'll be facing the stairs. And then, I don't know, crafting. Let's say crafting happens over here. Or maybe storage. I don't know. I feel like that's a weird spot to put a room in. So let's not do that. Yep, that looks fine. You could even have like an interior window. Wonder how cool that would look. Probably not very. Let's just put it in anyway. I'm trying to put it up higher, but I'm not even sure if that's possible. Can I go inside? Oh, I can. Oh, but I can't place anything. I don't know, I've never used interior windows. It's such a weird idea. Oh, you know, there we go. Wonderful. Yeah, so they can look out at the world when they're inside their little bedroom. That's pretty neat. Okay. Is that even? No, I think these guys have a little bit more space. Oh well, they're just gonna have to deal with that. Yeah. So that's a building, for sure. Oh, it's weird because you can see inside even when the roof's up. So they have a staircase, they have ways to get into every room, so I think this is fine the way this is set up. Yup. Okay. So I'm gonna tell them finish editing, and this will be dormitory 1. That's not how you spell dormitory. Dormitory 1. That's not 1 either. Let's try that once more. Once more? There we go. My room's dark. I can't see the keyboard. Okay. So that's good. Let's tell them to build that. We're gonna need lots of clay bricks. But that's the bulk of it. So give me naming suggestions if you want that building renamed. Dormitory 1 is not the friendliest sounding name in the world, so you know. If you want a different name for it, go right ahead. And that should be fine. I'm going to do the same thing in this town that I did in the other, where I'm going to build the roads after I've built all the houses. I wonder how long. I guess I unpaused it, but I don't remember how long that was. Now they're all going to be super tired. So let's just put a couple more beds down so somebody else can sleep. We don't have too many people, though. I was wondering where the last person was. Okay, so this is a... I don't know if it's a better start, but it's a start. So, again, with this town, I'm going to be focusing so much more on... Well, let's just kill these guys first. But after this, we're going to be focusing so much more on defense and, you know, protection for the town. So that we don't have another issue like that again. Come on, run to the... Get there? Okay, good. She's going to need an herbalist after that, so we might as well set up an herbalist. Somebody high in spirit? You're pretty well-rounded, but you don't have high body. Nobody really has high body, though. What do you want to be? Is that like a miner? Wait. What's your character sheet? Get out the way. Callous. Oh. This helps them not to be as hurt when tragedy occurs around them. But they're slow to make friends. Okay, that doesn't seem to have any effect currently on where the game is. So, you're fine. Yeah, so as you see, rocks are always, they seem to, I'm not sure if it's an actual thing or it just looks that way, but they always seem to hurt my people more than, wood does, like the Hearthlings. So, we definitely need an herbalist to heal her up, just because she's not going to heal naturally from this. Ooh? Ooh? Are we getting it? What's happening? You gonna jump on? And she's fine. I mean, she's not fine. Oh, we got him. She definitely needs some healing. But now that we have an herbalist, I'm gonna tell you to craft your station, which we cannot really do so well, just because we don't have any flowers. That's definitely gonna be an issue. I know there's a flower over here. I'm not sure if we can just harvest flowers all the time. We might have to buy them. So, Oops, I thought that was on the ground level. So it's going to be a lot harder to heal people, which is... I feel like with Rayya's children, it's way harder to start off, but it's really easy once you get further along. Just because you need to make things to craft all the things you need. It's just very difficult. But we'll be fine. So I guess we'll see if she's able to heal in the next episode. So I'll see you then. Bye.